Let's film study. Eagles-Packers wild card round of the playoffs. This is the Eagles' first possession after they recovered a fumble on the kickoff. And what we've got here is a 1st and 10 play. Okay, 1st and 10. And the Eagles are in 12 personnel. There's one back here. There's 2 tight ends here. Okay, it's 12 personnel. And the formation from a defensive perspective is wing 22 stack. Okay, wing here with 2 receivers outside the tackle, 2 receivers here in a stack. That's wing 22 stack. Or from an offensive perspective, that's stack 22 wing. All right, and the backfield set is pistol. All right, this is pistol because the back is lined up directly behind the quarterback. So it's a straight line from the center through the quarterback to the back, like a pistol shoots straight. If the back was offset to one side or the other here, that would be shotgun because shotguns spray out wide. All right, so this is pistol backfield. All right, and it looks like the Packers are in some sort of a 2-high shell, and we're about to get motion. So we're going to check this out. All right, now when we get motion, that's called jet motion, all right, because the ball will be snapped right before he crosses the center. That's called jet motion. All right, and that changes the strength a little. Well, it doesn't change the strength, but it does change the formation a little bit. So you can see the Packers reacting here by shifting in. Everyone's shifting in. All right, now let's go to the other view. So from this view, what you're going to see is they shift, the Packers shift from what looks to be an over front, all right, over even front. All right, that means that we've got a 3 technique to the strength right here, 97. We've got a 1 technique or a shade away from the strength to the weak side. That's 93 there. All right, and then we've got a stand-up guy here, a 5 technique, and we've got a 9 technique out here. Okay, so this is an over front to begin with. Now, when the motion comes, they shift. You can see the Packers shift here. 93 is giving the signal. Shift. Okay. All right. So now they're in what's called a bear front. A bear front is a 0 technique lined up directly in front of the center, and then 2 3 techniques. All right. So there's one there, 2 3 techniques. All right. We still got our 9 technique out here. All right. It looks to be like some sort of a 2-high safety look. This corner's sort of sloughing out to the flat, so it's probably cover 2. All right. Now, what we want to talk about here is a phenomenon that comes up in the run game sometimes called a vertical seam. All right. And what you're going to notice is because of the strength of this side of the offensive line for the Eagles, Jordan Mailata, Landon Dickerson here, these guys are huge, right? 6'8", 365 pounds, 6'6", 330 pounds. These guys are earth movers. All right. And you're going to see how it affects this play. But we're going to talk about a vertical seam. So a vertical seam is when all gaps are taken up, and yet there's still a place for the running back to run. And I'm going to show you how that works right here. Okay, at this moment here, these are the gaps. All right, these are the gaps that the Packers are responsible for, and you'll see that they do a good job of maintaining these gaps throughout the play. The problem is 97 right here is about to get up the field a little too far. What he's effectively trying to do is cut off Barkley from being able to access this side of the field. Okay, but watch what happens. All right, so he did a good job. He's making Barkley stay backside here, even though he really wants to run to the left over here. All right, but as you can see, all the gaps are taken up. We got 7 right there in front of him. We've got this guy on the edge, all right, and then we got this guy back here playing between the 2 tight ends. So all these gaps are actually taken up. But because 97 gets up the field, meaning he penetrates too deep into the backfield, now what we've got is what's called a vertical seam. All right, so that's the space here between this defender, all right, and the next defender vertically. All right, and so you can see it's just about a couple yards there, all right, between 97 and 93 here. But Barkley does a nice job of jump cutting into that vertical seam, all right? And because he does that, now he's free to run to the left again. All right, watch this. Jump cut. Okay, now this guy is the last line of defense, all right? And if A.J. Brown would just get a piece of him right here, all right, then Saquon would probably be off to the races, all right? But he gets a little tripped up. Watch this. Boop. Okay, now look. Effectively, what Saquon is trying to do is get all the way to outside here, all the way to the edge of the defense. All right, and here's how this works. First, 97 cuts him off. He can't get there, all right? But he continues forward a little bit, finds that vertical seam, and jump cuts into it, okay? Now he's able to run laterally because Jordan Mailata basically picks this guy up. All right, this is I can't remember his name. Isaiah McDuffie, I believe. Isaiah McDuffie, a linebacker. All right, this is no small guy. This guy's 6'1", 230 pounds. I want you to watch how Jordan Mailata just moves him out of the way. Watch this. He basically blocks 3 guys. All right, watch this. Okay, he's got him lifted now. Watch how he drives. He cuts off 33. 33 falls to the ground. Boom, right there. All right, we got a missed tackle. And then Mailata is getting ready to dump this guy. As he's doing that, he's cutting off the backside pursuit. Okay, so you can see right here, number 29, who has to come all the way across the field to make this play, he's getting cut off. Right there. Okay, so now he's got to kind of bow his path. It takes him a little longer to get there. Big gain, first down. All right, so the moral of the story here is, as a defender, you never want to get on different levels. What we want to do is build a wall right here. So we want all the gaps taken up, and they do a good job of that. All right, but we also want to be all on one level, because if we're not on one level, we create a vertical seam right there that Barkley is too good not to find, which that's what he gets paid for. All right, and now he's out the gate to the outside. All right, so there you go. Vertical seams. Don't let them happen. With the combination the Eagles have of Saquon Barkley and that offensive line, sometimes good enough just isn't good enough. Till next time.